Welcome to When the Smoke Clears podcast. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. We got good content for you for days.
Has anybody been watching Invincible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's probably like one of my favorite things on at the moment.
That is sick. Invincible.
Yeah.
You know what? When it first started,
Mm.
I thought like I was watching. I'm like, this is just like a DC. It's one of
Yeah,
the DC,
especially with the drawings. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Like a DC animation.
Yeah, it seemed really cheesy.
Like, yeah,
it was like, it reminded me of the Tick.
Knockoff.
I was getting Tick vibes.
Yeah, definitely Tick vibes.
Yeah, it was comedy things. Like it was like the way they had the Justice League. Yeah, like it was literally the Justice League. Like surfboard, like
I wasn't feeling it.
Did it proper. I was like, whoa, what's this? But then it started, and I was like, oh, okay.
I think that was obviously purposely done, innit, to throw you off the scent.
Yeah,
like,
but that's a high risk though, Joelle. That's so risky in this day and age where we've got like where we can turn our attention off like that. Yeah, some people will just walk away. You know what I mean?
And I think that's cool. I think they gambled on that. I think they,
they gambled right though.
Because the thing is, right, if they didn't do it like that, it wouldn't have had the same effect when you got to the fuckery. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have
that's why it's called the fuckery.
Yeah, the fuckery.
So if that never happened, you would have like, because everybody who saw it that first episode said exactly the same thing. Like, what's this cheese? Like, I think I was
about to tweet it. I was about to cast.
I showed people and they were like watching it, and I think Ray was watching it he was watching it with people, and then like it was like he watching it and it's like, what's this? Like, this is cheesy. And then it was like when it got to the fuckery, it was like, oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We're doing this. Okay.
I literally reshifted in my chair. I was like, it gave me vibes it gave me Attack on Titan vibes, like the opening, the opening episode of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
You're like, raw, what's going on?
Yeah.
It gave me that. I was all comfortable, just letting it play in the background. I was like, and then the fuckery happened, and I was just like, what?
Yeah. Do you know what? I fell asleep. So the first time I watched it, and then I fell asleep, and so obviously I watched the first episode, and I fell asleep at some point during it. And then I had like this dream, like that this madness was happening. And I was like, I woke up the next morning and I was kind of like, that thing I was watching, I was like, what happened? I was like, I don't remember. I remember it being like really cheesy. But then I had like this memory of like,
subliminal.
Of like this dark stuff. And then I was like, huh? I was like, nah, let me go back and watch it. And then when I watched it again, then I saw it in all its glory. I was like, nah, this is what is going on here? Like, and then from then it just goes. It really takes off. But I'm fully invested in that.
And I was watching it. I was watching it with Dad. I was watching that first episode with Dad. So Dad's just quiet. We're just watching it. And then the fuckery happened, innit? Yeah. And then Dad just turned to me and he's like, I didn't expect that to happen. And then after that, my man just watched every episode that was out, innit? Like, he was watching everything. That thing then, I was like, that was sick. I'm not gonna lie. That was
it got my under, and it still has my attention because we don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah. You don't know.
There's so many spooky things going on in that thing. Like,
it's a higher level than Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's like
yeah. Do you know what? The last episode that came out with the Titan guy, even that episode, I thought that's probably my favorite episode. That one, because it was like the way that they did it. Yeah, with the way that the story started and ended, I was like, raw.
That was
the way they just flipped the story every time. Like, and so and some of the things that happen, have happened. They do them in isolation, but you know that there's another part of the story. You know that that's gonna come back in the story. Like that whole thing with the Martian. Like, I'm
what was that? Like, that was so good. It's just it was in isolation and it gave you alien vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alien vibes gave you the whole thing about there's the repercussions of what happened, what was happening on Mars, but also the alien vibes. For someone like me who, as you know, I consume a hell of a lot of manga and anime, more than maybe I care to admit. And I think what keeps people watching anime and manga is the writers. Like they use a lot of like thrillers and horror and really complicated storylines, and this seems to do that. It's gone a little bit more complex than your usual comic or your usual cartoon. They've really gone for it.
It's got layers,
like layered stories, like you lot are saying, different storylines. I'm even thinking about the girlfriend, like Saturn Aguan. In my head, everyone can get it. Everyone can get it.
Anybody,
yeah.
You know
Anyone
what else
can
I like that.
I like as well that they. I was cynical at the beginning, like I was like, look, they're just trying to chuck everyone into the diversity and inclusion thing. But I love that they're doing that. I really do, because that's not the story. They're just the characters. Yeah. You just happen to have gay best friend. The hottest girl in the school is a black girl. She's not the usual cheerleading type. You've got, the opening scene is like, different people, like a dad with a divorced dad, or dad who's got a kid from someone else. And it's just nice. Like that as well. We're not really knowing what's going on there. That's like another layer. There's so much going on.
Yeah. Do you know what? Go on.
No, the music as well. The music.
Yeah, the music's good.
Yeah, the music's good.
I like the soundtrack.
Do you know, like, fun fact, the girlfriend, the black girl, that is, what's her name, from Atlanta? Zazie Beetz from Joker.
Oh.
Yeah, loads of people in this thing, Mark Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's in everything, man.
Mark Hamill's in it, but what's her name's in it as well? Oh my God, I love her. The one who was in Grey's Anatomy, but then she did Killing Eve.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember her name, but I know what you're talking about.
I love her.
Yeah, and then what's his name's in it as well? Stephen Yeun is the main guy.
Yeah, he's the main.
Yeah, Sandra Oh. Sorry, I had to say her name. Sandra Oh. Sandra Oh.
Yeah, Stephen Yeun from Walking Dead, the Chinese guy. He's the Invincible. There's lots of people. Seth Rogen, like
no.
It's like when they did Into the Spider-Verse.
It's hard.
Yeah,
it's like Into the Spider-Verse. They've really thought about it. As I said, they're giving it the same treatment that a lot of these anime studios give their work. Like they're serious about the plot. They're serious about the voice actors. It's not just good animation, because in the past it's always just been good animation, but everything else doesn't really hit up there, as it were. So no, I'm side-eyeing everybody now.
You know what? The Batman is that English guy from Line of Duty.
Which one?
The Batman.
Yeah, the Batman one. It's that black guy from Line of Duty.
Who's the Batman one?
English,
what do you mean by the Batman one?
The Walking Dead. The Batman. The Batman
guy, man. What's his name?
On a Silver Surfer, Darkwing.
Oh yeah.
That's the
names are terrible. Like
they took it beyond the boys. Like
they mashed up the boys. They went harder than the boys.
Yeah, they done it way harder than that. They just mashed people together. Like you go.
What does Joel call it? Mix and blend.
What was that guy's machine head like?
Machine head, Russian. What's the other guy? Russian something.
What was the Wonder Woman-y one like? or Storm one like? They had like they've got everyone.
What's the one with the was it Duplicate? That's like some Robert came up with Joel's like that's the same kind of.
What's her powers though? Like she just duplicates.
You just duplicate.
Yeah, she can duplicate.
Like multiple man, innit?
Like multiple man from. But that's the thing, like it's interesting because I remember this comic, because obviously it was from Image Comics back in the day.
I love a bit of Image.
And I think what happened is, like, if I'm wrong, then people can cuss me like underneath the video. But I think what happened was the artists and some of the writers from X-Men and from Marvel, they had some kind of dispute. Some kind of dispute, and they went over to Image. So that's why they made these characters like direct.
Like a slight on them, like a bit of beef.
Yeah, they made so a lot of the characters they made were like direct knockoffs of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because it was just like it was like a subtle fu to them, innit? Like, you know what I mean?
Proper Audi. Audi's got like instead of like Pom Bears, it's like Teddy Faces crisps, and like they just like They just right in the brands' faces, and the brands can't sue because they do just enough. Like, remember the Simpsons when they did like the real life story of their lives, and they changed it just enough so they couldn't sue them. just enough. Yeah. But that duplicate girl reminds me of Naruto when he does that. Is it Shadow Clone Jutsu? Like when there's loads of him. Like, Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Oh.
What were we saying? Like we love the way the story's going. The character development's good. It's got us on the edge of our seats anyway. Like, what's gonna happen next? Like,
well,
that's what I want to know. I want to know what's gonna happen next.
I feel like Josh said. I feel like they will fight. I feel like they will fight at some point. Or I think that the dad's gonna tell him the truth about certain things.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna have to fight because I think.
Oh, so the son's gonna have a crisis. I got this from last podcast. Like the son's gonna have that kind of crisis of conscience and think, I'm an Earthling, but I'm also whatever he is.
Yeah, because he's a good guy. Do you know what I mean? The son is a good guy, and I think that the dad's gonna tell him the truth about what
their people do.
Yeah, and then he's gonna leave it up to him to how he's gonna react, and I think that he's gonna react in a more kind of earth way, a more righteous way, and then they're gonna have to fight. But that's the thing, his dad will mash him up. So
I don't think the dad's
the way this show's going. I think the dad is gonna thump him up, like him down, like
mash him down.
Show it,
No, I think it's gonna be like typical. It's gonna be like typical anime. You think that the son's gonna get mashed up, and then he's gonna draw some next power. Because he happens to have a mixture of something, and then it's going to be a fair fight. Something's gonna go down because the dad's got brute force, but the son's going to have some kind of DNA thing in him, and it from his granddad or something. I don't know.
Basically, they're going to fight, and he's going to get pumped down, and someone's going to have to come save him, innit?
Yeah,
someone's going to have to come save the day.
That's normally the formula, isn't it? It's normally like
this is the thing. This is the thing. Like, you know, they've shown throughout the thing that the dad, even when he's training him, doesn't have empathy. Like,
he
doesn't have empathy at all. Like, he's like, even when like
he's quite like a
his wife has to like catch him. Like, he will say stuff, and she'll be like, oh, like, but what about this thing? And he's like, oh yeah. No, like, that's what I meant. You know what I mean? Like, he's not like, his default setting is not empathetic.
He's quite
very,
cold, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm the strongest in the world, and I'm the strongest person in the universe. He don't just care.
That's how their people are, innit? That's probably why. That's how their people are, and then that's why they could do whatever they do in their fuckery. But go carry on.
Yeah,
what's interesting? I wonder because remember we're seeing him on planet Earth, right? As he's Omni-Man, yeah. I wonder, like all those others that all go off and do their stuff. I wonder if we'll see some of those guys come back, and those guys get involved. So his equals from other planets, because remember, it's not just him. It's like, remember, which we can share. Like every time that a young person comes of age on his planet, they set off to another planet to help save it. So those other dudes or women, one may find themselves to Earth. That's that may be different. Get assigned
different things though.
Yeah, and may shed some light and say they might be like, boy, not Nagasa, you know. Like man's telling kind of porkies, you know.
Yeah, you could have just stole some tech, stole some mad tech and bust out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We'll find out something. But that's good because I'm loving the topsy-turvy, just like with with Winter Soldier and Falcon. I'm loving that it's all upside down and you don't know who to support and you don't know who the protagonist is and who the antagonist is. I love that because it's not predictable.
Yeah.
It's just keeping you
to watch.
Yeah, it's good. So, I mean, how many have they said? Is it going to be one of them ones like 55 million seasons, or is it going to come to a conclusion? Like, hopefully it should.
Well, that just depends on the watching, but it's got good ratings at the moment. So
that means they're going to long it.
Yeah, they're going to long it. Long it for at least about, I don't know, maybe 3
seasons.
Maybe, I don't know. What they.
I hope not. But you
know what? There's bear comics.
I would give it a thumbs up. Whoever's listening to this.
Definite thumbs up. I'm interested to see how it's going to end. Definitely interested to see how it's going to end. I think they're like 2 left, or what is it? No, sorry, it's loads left, isn't it?
Yeah, and if it's a comic, I might have to get that. I might have to just start reading the
comic. Because you know it kind of like halfway through the credits show up and then it carries on.
Yeah, I keep missing that, and sometimes I'm too like my stream is lagging so bad, that I'm just like, I'm glad I got through it. Like it's so painful. Like one series is taking me like an extra half hour just to get through because I'm like, oh my god. Like
it's on Prime, innit? Prime.
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's what I've got. Yeah. I'm watching on Prime. Just my internet's a bit dry, you know.
Me too.
I swear you got Prime though.
I have, but I ain't been watching on Prime.
Why are you not watching on Prime if you got Prime?
I didn't know it was on Prime. I've been doing the whole damn thing, having to sit through that bare lagging.
That's the worst feeling, when you realise you've been watching something
Rachel's
and it's on the stream.
Just in her house pretending to be a criminal for no reason.
I'm like that.
Like
idiot.
Putting on your D-rag.
Do you remember when you used to get them? You get the CDs from like Blockbuster, and then they like that music. Yeah. Would you steal a car? Would you steal a purse? Piracy is a crime.
Oh man,
I can't believe it. How old are these kids? Because they look bare old.
They're teenage high school.
They don't look like no high school kids. Always the American shows. They look like they're in hench.
Yeah, but you know what? Obviously, remember. First, there was the team, which is the like younger ones, and then this now they're the new Guardians of the Globe. So some of them are older. So obviously that black guy,
he's black older. Guy is veteran.
Yeah, the one that kept because he was
like, what you talking about? Wilson's like one of them.
He's like them kids that got left behind. We all had one, like, bless them, they like got kind of like put back a class, and so they like good person in the class, like.
And then the girl with the glasses, obviously she's older.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are young, innit?
Like,
the little girl's old as well.
23 or something.
22.
She? 22.
Yeah, she gets young, innit? Every time she. What kind of dead powers is that? Like, you get young when you use your powers. We don't need you then.
Trade-offs. No, that's some curse, isn't it? That's some curse.
Also, I want to know, what are the backstories of all of these characters? So obviously, we're in a universe now where there's people from different worlds. It's not a major thing. So why are people hiding their identities? Because everyone looks like they're from other planets.
No, they don't.
What I mean is, when they come to save the day, right? They come flying out. The kids now have like teams that they back, like sports teams, innit? And superheroes that they back. So they know that these people are not from their planet, right? Like, but then why is like Invincible? Why are they hiding their identities? I don't get it, because everyone knows that they're aliens or that they're superheroes. The only reason why old school superheroes hid their identities was because nobody knew that there were such people from other planets.
No, because what do you mean?
Don't you get what I'm saying?
Why would they not have a secret identity? I don't understand why a secret identity.
But why do they need one? Like, what I'm trying to say is, the whole reason for the secret identities back in the day was because we were planet Earth and we weren't supposed to know that there was like other people from other planets living amongst us. Huh?
Protect your loved ones from like the people that want to hurt you. Obviously, if they know who you are, they could just kill your.
So it's like witness protection.
Yeah, it's always been like that.
I didn't know, but I've never thought that that's the reason. That's what I'm trying to say. I've always thought the reason was they were trying to protect their alien identities or their other identities. Like Hulk protects his identity because he always mashes up things and he has to go on his merry way to the next town.
No, but he don't. Hulk don't protect his identity. Everyone knows Bruce Banner's the Hulk.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Everyone knows Bruce Banner's the Hulk, don't they?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
They do.
They don't.
They do. Bruce Banner is wanted. Bruce Banner is the wanted criminal. Like, they want Bruce. Remember, the general's always going after Bruce.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I get that. But what I'm trying to say is that when he goes to a town, that's why he's predicting that he is Bruce Banner. Okay, I get what you're saying there. But what I'm trying to say is, with all the other ones, like Batman, he was a vigilante. Spider-Man, I don't know why he's hiding, whatever. Maybe because there's no aliens in his universe. But in this universe, every day that some kind of alien's about to attack them, they know they're heroes. They're flying all about. They're part of the kind of the woodwork of the planet. why is it that they all hide in their identities?
Some of them.
Some people know.
Some of them. Who they tell? Like, obviously, remember she said to Mark, "Oh, when you tell someone, you have to be ready for that and whatever." So be sure this, and that. So some people will tell, and some people won't tell. Do you know what I mean? Some people, it's not like the code of conduct. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Some people just say,
Okay.
I don't think it's like a across the board thing.
Okay, that was perplexing me. Now I understand.